FM. This is QFM. This is QFM. This is QFM. Jobich, ukelilaro loka pola pupari kinete ya wibie. Ukwanyi diri kano pono toketi wimeja to nyamu karachel.
Nuendo ngi pati me movement nuon ama kwendera yuko. Eno wano track movement ama ngi upinga bero. Wano weke bendera mere.
Wibie.
Ani nena beni abero stonj NRM supporter. Eba mitami wingeni. Katin yin atini nywalo to. Pigi nywalo do to. Simaje nywalo to. Mwa yini timo. Lanko ni ilonge kidi.
Dini.
Te con loco le meglio ganno per nada. Pure non sapere figlia che no pemu se per gioco che era. Un come quelli cano con i canti a tima rai.
Te quaro.
Petiti chora me doka doko jo ye kun wonya nyendo don ka jabira riwa me jotia yero. Propaganda me ngolo wijono peti. Tanko pe kwani do ngate ti chukelo yo pa me na winyo.
Puonyere.
Puonyere na yo pero pagi na machiel. Ena miyo jomo kene woka beri. Nuo puonyere beratie.
Ke QFM nini chokiwa na hachabi chawa chele nuju na hachawa degmo diko. Unyo e wurite ni YouTube live. Ire Twolo. Kuno de Roma irate no man Frank Gold Yugi Bobson o Pioka de Robina Joyce o Chaya ena kiluburu Ire Twolo. Right, poi mateka win radio dakika tipia bichi yunge chawa chelme utiko me nina atin ka jole yiba me Ire Twolo utiko me nina tin we hami gumbor Robina Joyce uchaya me jolo yina win radio kaya jolo yina win radio temi nena jolo yina win radio kred lego dong yeah Robina Joyce
apoi Pap Bishop me kineno me kio fama kom chakere lego woro mino boma pat
Awin radio we olegi. Apa pinyingwa wa Yesu Kristo. Opoi meme wacho udika tinini unutiekere kwa utiekere tinini okwa yi ni mi warieho mi wangech kere wele amebino notekere wa i program man tinini akwa yi ini telgi abetorwa.
Amen. Poi titual no Robina Joyce Karachel kede Ambrose ngura me obera nena mera di QFM. Now dakika do tipia beach we are yung chawa chel me odiko tin ubinu beru Karachel kede town clerk Melira City Council binu bedi ye kan eka oteberu kede speaker Melira City West Division me bedi ye kan. Gina wano binu neno onyo binu neno yo diko menena tin wano binu neno Yiko di boma beda chill nyo Beautification of Lira City. Okay? Beautification of Lira City. Eneme wana bino nena. Kita kobi kede kaiti ya hokan di star ario adek aboro star a chel star a beach ash idake kaniyene me donyo ko ibedi yakina jo amen mo bino bedo alanyo jo kayini donyo nudo rienti draw ni ibedi yakina jo ame achel yenyo ario mar kom gi ber gum me lanyo mich yakina ge bedo chenne tractor ti achel sing chabit di macha yung di no alany ko eto donyo ko draw mare dakika wan uloki me pot pero war bo we ko war na kemni me diku tieni ngo
akatubore chani obedo morning vex akelo borne nini chokio na cha bije cha me yire Twolo bedo Gisha natural.
Sandra, make a wish and blow the candles.
Mom, being a teenager is nice, but I don't want ugly pimples on my face. I want soft and glowing skin.
That is easy. Here, I've got the new Gisha black soap for you.
Thank you, Mommy.
With new Gisha Naturals, get a start to affordable and effective natural beauty. For clear, soft, and glowing skin, try the new Gisha black soap, moringa or shea butter at a shop near you. New Gisha, back to glow.
Gamo morning vex ni ela.
Hello, Bobson e chone.
Ucho be ulo kerenga.
Hello, pe Dennis na bim.
Dennis Abim.
Ana chona me tiko ni. Ya why ko manyira member reng wajino kon.
Nyira temanga?
Anyira mirum gina mareng wajino kon.
Maha?
Mirum made gina marra miri gam chini mata re mata mara ke wajino.
Ja me marra ka chiri ni amara.
Wor mi jo go wi moro kan wi nyak moro.
Oh sorry.
Dano.
Boy the try. Hello.
Bobson ho.
Apoy dang.
Look at Geoffrey me ad wahi de holo.
Geoffrey.
Nina wa ya veru kanisa moto na me ya ta ja ga mo. Ni apare cho yo baro peri pari sa me pot pe lagi ko dana ti cafe. To balo ti apare pe la li.
Choy balo menga?
Med ni ter bot padi.
Me padi.
Ter bot padi.
Ni chile adi.
Paris ame. Ginu ti ye bora no le mate.
So inen mi rendong balo ka choy bot padi chwalinga.
Joko bani aktape cho balo jo pa bela gi wilialo min pa wa. Uta cho yo balo tutumia pa me wo ti mi padi gi to er me jo gi la gi wilia.
Min pa no to agate. No to agate.
Min pa pa ne. Hello.
Okay, on penye ne no to agate.
Pero no to agate ba, pero no to agate.
No ngarachi mi do ka chak ko ni cho balo twan.
O ko ni ka pe lega pe wilial.
No en timo nga.
No nga timo jo no to o ka ya en ko no pe lego.
Puno kom lego dan, como puño ya de bien da no lego borre kom.
Ya be da Kristo ameo tala, amea puño no ambe pare ye bin tele gibi.
O pe kom pe no le mora pe da tigi nora me uno di mi ya ni sa que no auto que to me accident.
Oh, sian me di guru. Era tigi ni timo mo wa.
Nara. Tigi nara me en peti akobo. Because tigi nara.
Agam magachima chiele morning vex.
Hello, Bobson.
Yes.
Mandi lo que ben na kali kwania.
Kali.
Akaya mana beri kom jomana agam siente ni. Ka chikini no me cholo. Pero dok ni na pata. Akaya mana ti kom no.
Oh, community kom jono.
Apoy.
Wait it one. Robina Joyce Carcel kedeneno. Pera gamo morning vex or ken idaki kane eto aduogo boru ana kemana tie yodiko menena tin ingeo ana chala kalid donc ay chawe moro pe o piera when we are bor kai kwanyo tino ka ye nu tractor worka eto jo petiame to lanyo ginni pinga
Mana ini tiket adori kom ngani petiame to.
Ako buka wana winja dio do ana digida kata ko gumakiu no winya Inda nyidro.
Ini do ta win radio do ko. Win radio an pata chwa ko Bobson.
Yin kenen
Mana do me goba.
Yin binen kane jo turu wa yam. Ngara jo peti ado.
Yin lok kere jo tu wu yam. Yin era jo laptop peti ado.
Laptop ti ado ya.
Ala ke jo tu wana lo megwa.
Ala dia chungi kwani ya kera pach.
Kwani ado tu tuaro yam.
Undong pelana unu. Peti kitaro. Kwani ya kera pach.
Do holo do menyi piru. Do holo.
Kwani ya kera pach. Yotunga yawa moratar. Anatia chungi wundi ugini. Kom de yora. Mi ario mobile money ni. Teke to ka star. Ario adeka boro. Star chel. Star a bit ash. Ko nyuti wunu choni. Ni mon duan gilong. Kwani ya kera pat donya wuni chawani.
Monda yelo wa you pick
Kole.
Kole. Inge monu yelo wa you pick a word majitetwal.
Mando cho mir yel mo.
Mando cho ape in fact kada mar gumukao me lanyu tractor ni enem. Da no nuti gumatek. Pien tractor ni pu kare yara.
Inge ko di chena me jodi yo kare la kaledi. Mar be bon mon.
Akobi.
Kaile mucho dusha me online Germany inwani oloto daho contributing ye donga duanga lo.
We hakobi tina na tatwa no put kwa cha kana war bare ko ni da kai mi aba chene mar to mi adek. Ko ni chene betie na ena me ko bi chene peni yini ko nena awite ot te bere ba ngata ti atoko deke enot carpet to rek not ya kwani gini ke atini yinde yela ko kay makong man ke ne urmara yani so en la kalide no awano ke li ni ene yindi star ario adek aborom star achel star a beach ash tedonyo ko I draw mela kalid I chawani ene I radio QFM man program me yire Twolo me akiki chabiti en gumidang nyodo eno kono pe we gumikari donyo ko draw no Robina Joyce obino worry I time check ka obino duogo tabino what
ateka bapa bishop kita me awor ngatoro kwa ni legge kere we do lanyo to
oh what way they do
The time check on 94.3 QFM is brought to you by
KCB Bank.
It is 8 a.m.
Dial *244# to open an account. Get your KCB account within minutes, anytime, anywhere. KCB Bank is regulated by the Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda of up to 10 million shillings. KCB Bank, for people, for better.
All right, poi mateka winretio Robina Joyce uneti ko ni ngato ko bi pa bishop ko lege we helanyo
otoha motoha be kiu me tu kwerke birthday me do na
pa bishop ene bishop wani ene
pa bishop wani pedokti bishop ora
kada ko bishop ora nyu etimi to laro
ara tie ko bishop ora na poho ko
ateri chalo
ni lege ninga ni lanyo ta ninga
aworo anu atia yai tunga aminna badana ko di en ko wichai pinga to ba bedo nyeke malo kare ene nyono boda gali te yai boda gali te ngwech kedo pik mando eti kedo pikere eto chunye ti yo ta hana pe ni ngomi yin pe ti mi to tractor ni pe tractor ni dan kan lanyo rawanda do pot konya doctor mi ada welo to ento ini wari ko banne wu make you farmer cha anta wi ni en kaulo lok dage chover ko belega wahala yo toha enti tukune ni tukum man mela nyo chente ni eti ye mer tu chung ni toha ni ngena jwa mi le ka diti yene ena ye wot gamu anu apa ne ko nu apa bishop nu tie cha wacha nu apa bishop ko ni ko ba yesho ni ye ni o miu toha ko
ateno ba ni ye ni binu gonyi alego piri kai medeke to chente ame chunyi pe ojalo atia lego piri chawani ni oba mi gina me chunyi miro inyi Yesu Kristo rodwa
amen anda da mi dan no tami apod jo riding permit license driving permit po yane worcha ko ba wena worcha ke yenye driving permit ko
adina apo yu ni wi pete wil kera chelme apa
eti chawa do de ko ni jo ame odio ro che yu gumatina we video ko
gum tie chawani
era nene ini tugu kop itugu ko pe cha ka na me
ni ngewan chunyu ba na tera
ikobo ko par me chel me apa kano
chel me apa
awata ti category jo mar do pe do ha chel me apa anaka
yinda
ti ye pe oni ai
we ha ko bi yami yi
amanin ko ni angwa chel la par be ngoko
chel la pa
wi radio win mana ber ka opio Bobson ngeo chel la par Jacobo
Achela pa obedo chenne nyokinora me initio ba min. Eta me duok poch borba me mi. Kati gina pa komni kwanya chelle ye. Ketika puru mahane aten mungu soya puka para beach. Tamani mira kwany. Mono tamani chunye ye miru pidiba kwany puka chelle nushu. Te duoko nyo terkanisha te ko ba mana po me oba me ya no.
So achel ma par me puha par ber puha chelle nushu.
Puka para beach. Para beach chelle nushu. Nu dang pong ngwe to twal pien mun me duoko po me we ko ba me de goyo.
Nushu me a beach oberadi.
Nushu me a beach. Okay, a cha beach kai poka pa beru nushu gina pa.
Ko do kedi nu ka cha beach.
Cha beach ke ken. Nu dang a chwala chel ma pa. Nu a chwala nushu cha. So, teach ko de jamara amedo pegine. Anami anahariki. Inuo awang maka. Warikanisha moro.
Nyome pachu.
Winyi. Amako makana ni awai peho yat down ba yo mia. Lobra neno mia. Kela chel ma pa. Inua go bricks. Makum gi.
Bobson money ko buga bako. Wano go bricks do ka chel ma pa. Ma just po do in terms of bricks akukome. O do in terms of cash. So yin paying ka go bricks.
Kay work da yin man de.
Hindi ko money go bricks pe do ha chela pa.
Pa ko ni gin issue akom ni duonge.
Tutual. Iko machela pa.
Ati ko ko.
Mewa gami pina dino dia merupunyi kera chel ma pa.
Okay. Kita tadi beda punya duangi work ko da lokal ko ide to punya jen.
Edo kali lo me ana ling. Gina da ling ba.
Apa bishop? Ngato rupe ni ko inwa yung ko me la kalid.
Star.
La kalid star. Ario, adek, aboro, star, achel, star, a beach, ash. Iteke to pin me mobile money ni. Nudo nyi nta choyo ko ibook me lonyo. Poyo ni tekit ikero tiana pol imeru gumi me lanyo. Chente tini nino. Tractor me purching tiedo iching chabiti. Ame nyuru ni nindwe piere wa boro medwe mangweni omiyo ko tractor purching me akukwong na metiu kere mo na dog diesel nindwe piere wa bichel medwe ma beach otemi do ko tractor me purching achel boriyin ngata me wanto metu mi tractor ni eren tia winyu radio ni ngata me wano meti lanchene eren na ma winyu radio ni yin livero ko baliti winyu radio keni ite toro chene be keta kera ketu diku ketu dicheng, ketu tieno. Ajo ti uburu nino kone yin kulu wi keto. Pieno ba biru neno loleni. Ado yina tedo beru kere gum. Ticha tek anari po chwer chuny ngatoro. Ticha tek pebere wang chuny. O ba biru mi baka chich. Kaini dio. Itute. Ajo kene ti ujalo ko yin medda nyim. Dwe me abiro. Ni ndwa bichel. Ichuban na me anari pot peonen. Ame aberi yilao. Tumalo me Uganda. Na gini polo timeri Uganda loro. Karo kena nyo Afrika pati yang kano timeri. Kanga to tikeri chaden. Go chim kobiwa. Ichuban na me radio QFM ite boy me la kalid. Bino me yutoha. Utoha nyenba. Ipacha pasha. Ite piko joni dushi hiye. Ite ngwech. Icho iworde nung poro bero tohani. Kaya odiki nung poro bero tohani. Kaya tingwe kira kome chol nu tohani. Ingwe kira kome chil nu bero tohani. Iketo maru ni ye. Iteketa taru ye. Iteketa tini ye. Jame duja me miru kete yuto. Iramuna kano chene ni yuto hani. Eto nu poro bero tohani. Di star, ario, adek, aboro, star, achel, star, a beach, ash. Ket yes, tedo keto pin me mobile money ni. Ite loyo ko. Ite lanyo chene ni. Lan chente, lan tractor, lanyo toha. Chawa dusu, beru chawa me lanyo. Ngatro dusu, romo lanyo. Timber, pe mi chawa ni kari. Kak pot peker mobile money. Kero ko i chawa ni. Ite diyo, tiana pola mera mo diyo. Gum, tiago idogola ni. Timber yabe.
Poya dit bishop, wakadwa gobore ni de kwanya gonya tiana chiel me apacha. Dan kiti ko bakere.
Pa bishop.
We have look instructions.
Bobson den ko tia ko bi wajo pe kwanya chema.
Ko ni wang makar, doroge wang makar winyuna ber, adoti ko mu ni un pe kwa chela par o wang breaks matafali
duonge
ni un
ko di wadu
ko ni duonge
ati kata go
ben ka ko gen du Robina Joyce ko balo ko step
jo meno kene do
we ko beda mano ngite da
ni kwa chela par gika we
win kam ngite akobo ma
ni berang di clear ba
ana kwanya Paul la wata
igika were do
Paul
igika were pe ni kwa yo la di
igika were
ana tia kwanya kom ni no
igika were
atia duonga me
I Bible ba pe ni Adam itikwere ente gamringo ati unoro
anta ko bi ko you explaining achel ma pa anda te ko bi kita da kwanyo kede achel ma pa
no the question is clear when was the last time
na mani na chawa ni atia kwanyo
chawa ni kwanyo
na ha chawa ni amite ko the bishop explaining are ko the bishop anatia kwanyo kiti
no me gam kwa were gi kwanyie
iko ni pore ponye kai ponya ni anko ngobere ma akanda te binu pore
ka Bobson bera kwati nyore urani
nyodite ni
ana bera ponye ni ana bera ponye ni
regio kido kutai dia teleke
leo kaite ya
bero Kristo
achel me apart Bobson karachel kida win radio Robina Joyce obero pegina me iwi chunyi kita ine ndi ko bokere cha ti gina mo luoni command ti gina mo luoni also requirement requirement no po bero gina yini yero ocholo in Uganda can is a requirement now ocholo you don't give ocholo you pay so kayini kwana I book achil kawani pay your tithes so achel ma par obero kain peti mun obero banya tie chalo chik te kidong yini bera tinno ba amengeni oba timigi noro yin mieri ne na pude mere oba ko kani bera chel iko ma par yin giri ko kakare achel ma par kara nu chiling la achel chela par ero bero ngo tutumia par kan anu chiling tutumia chel achela par ero bero ngo chiling mia chel apoyo one uncles na reko lilim kucha ka akwanya chela par kita ginu ponyo wakere sing chabi tone nyonu akwanyo gwen yego gwen ko momo tieno en gwen nu buri kor mal echa ko yabudiku tido ngatwar
ena ma
peba kita timu kere gwen na machelo wora gwen na ma pa de makoko
ikwich
morke ken de mako kardo por tuan gwen ni kardo por min gwen mori maro kardo por mene kai mitu mako enu kene mono ma pare kwanyo ko doi de kwano kwa do tuni me paro kene cha doi kwanyo de kwanyo mano tero I kanisha kape endo ngwaho mano ngeo koni mana chella para me ching ora teri kanisha mana chella para endo nu ma hukom gyo ko kaleyi dang tima mano kapurang oromo pim wel kilo okoni a giwani nu kilo mia chelle pirario a chella para ober di kila para rio to kwanyo ko ketu te chao kene nyo akor ni di ma kamwa ka wel jamu mede ete chato piena mi te mi ba gina ber me pedo e lava kadi pero moro ngole ni ngo mando pe mi rekwan pedo megi obero dong me ba nyam wa chela par bero a chela par pe ko ni pe ko nen ka winyi chunya tido nguchi hoko ucholo yini ko bi ke wa winyi chunya
mi le chol ka cho
eka kadi de ti dini mere bero yonge toro ken te kido yini nuo ginor obango chiho ni kela chela pa enu ken cha yin bangira chule kwan chule ot donkere ero ba ko ni achela par ken da ba pot po mere ba da o chi heni pod do peti e medo
keketi anatie onyo I ba we kami po by school are ko be akonyo tin moro ba gin piera dek me kwan nono pieno ba me no da do ha chel mapa
mono luoni mot melerich kimich melerich ke achel me apar anu luoni free will giving ame chunyu winyo ni atim ginoro me konyo otino bang. Ento achel me apa why ti kene. Why ti kene so make ti kuore Paul. Moda no puri mio borba.
Me pere come honest bishop. Come obedo honest. Man pede he paying kada paying.
Ire ni bedo honest.
Itam ni kom jowa ikom karni ene. Kera chel me apa.
Ngara chel dongeo ni chik kiti bore. Gina do beru chik puot beri ye. Kape timo. Do nyuru ni kadi macha wonedo apenyo ni yina na bira mi jammi. Itimo kere ngo. Apenyo dongi gine nange chungi kanu. Endo mano beru chik ni mere kwany achel me apar. Tero kana yini legi ye. Iramu dagire moko tammi ti jokera neno gi moko tamni. Ano chara na ti milion adek. Ento achel apar mo nubero la adek. Teko ni an la adek ki kira mami yo kere boto ba ana chola ti nor kwan. So dwe ana sparing chene nani ne chola ti nor kwan nyome konyo da to moro. Mono nu poreno ogiro achel apar ne cha. Ena nu ti ameyo boto ba. Kini ngewe chane ti jokera nero pegera ni shaba.
Achel apar mer mi dwe. Ya.
Aha, achel apar mio tekinuo ginoro no.
Tekinuo.
Kainuo ni nino, iramo mio ni nino. Iramo gitu ni nino, like business ni, iramo komo ni, ani ni nino. Teke welche na manu, agita chela par kwa ye. Mewe chen chabit, nuwa jujogo, adete erikanisha.
Okay.
Akade chela par meni nino beri shilling mia chela chel. Jujogo manu, chen chabit, erikanisha. Menuro shilling mia bira.
Okay. Anda niago but gina pier tekere inindwe pierario wi aboro medwe me angweni ching chabit techeli wan bino bedo atie mono I umoro ya joga me obedo me okelo gine ukwir lab mono group me jalpi ruot uchat will me bomali rakan bino bedo tie kuno mono menani urao chene me konyo geri klija achil chatwil due ite jalpi ruot me asano bong good motor stella woro me rayolim me konyo gero kanisa eno pekeng anda abeda tie kono ikoma nuongo chatwil chalba nil neson kage asan good motors ge pite yela ge o chatwil ga yini winyo nyingi boma lera kana doni nuongo ge tikono mono menane konyo kanisa pa bishop wa wore kwa me chatwil ka bino duogo chien o tabino donyo ko igina me tie inyimwa tineni yene.
Forget mama.
Leave me alone. Your brakes were messy last time. You almost killed me.
Madam, together kutwale.
Guate, your tires are bad.
Attention,
I don't think we'll even reach. From my son, Simbling
Gagawala, the groundbreaking hybrid maize seeds from Equator Seeds Limited. You'll reap the benefits of drought tolerance, ensuring your crops thrive even in challenging conditions. These high-yielding seeds boast an impressive yield of 2.5 to 3.5 tons per acre if boosted with fertilizers, giving you more from your investment. With an intermediate maturity period of just 110 to 120 days, you'll be harvesting your delicious heavy kernels in no time. Place your orders now while stocks last with Gagawala maize seeds, available in all agro shops countrywide, or call 0392 568 937 or 0782 620 830. Our team of experts is always available to handle your inquiries. At Equator Seeds Limited, we believe in quality seeds for a better living.
This is QFM.
Rich! The Queen Cobra, the password of the money, the original no spare parts, the 11th commandment, the question and the answer.
Sis, I know you want money, but I'm also broke.
Ah, no. Money is not an object. These days, Momo sorts me out anytime. In fact, my sister, let me also sort you out.
Really?
I've just sent you instructions on how to get a loan on Momo. I'm here for you. Can I borrow some chips?
When you need a loan, you've got MTN Momo. We're Sotinge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*5# for all quick loans. Choose from the different loan options from our partners and get one that works for you. Together, we're unstoppable.
Pick it, pack it, share it. The 4G WakaNet MiFi. Pocket it, use it, enjoy it. Visit any MTN service center or Banana Phone World outlets. Get it at 75k. The MTN 4G Pocket MiFi is it.
You're going to take your oxtail and then you're going to brown it.
Rachel Rich. The Queen Cobra, the password of the money, the original no spare parts, the 11th commandment, the question and the answer.
Sis, I know you want money, but I'm also broke.
Ah, no. Money is not an object. These days, Momo sorts me out anytime. In fact, my sister, let me also sort you out.
Really?
I've just sent you instructions on how to get a loan on Momo. I'm here for you. Can I borrow some chips?
When you need a loan, you've got MTN Momo. We're Sotinge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*5# for all quick loans. Choose from the different loan options from our partners and get one that works for you. Together, we're unstoppable.
Social development lim kampas gilira kanameti UTC lira soroti road hunyudang juat chim kunache nota bira dek abora ngwena chel ario bichario.
Right, poyo duogo chien ni kwena me chatwila chego yutiku me ninatin in focus tinini upedo ni obino neno yuba meme lira city. Dideo Lira City tabera chill. Ame obedo beautification of Lira City. Ye kan ya yom utia karashel kede city pani kamera lungi town clerk Lira City. Nyo ameti ye kan utia karashel kede alokpi Lira City. Robert Ukela yo utia karashel kede speaker me Lira City West Division Daniel Okelo ametie ye kan. Kai nitie ameput pero warabodi star ario dekaboro star chel star beach ash me donko idro wa melakali wano loki yene iyore nonom yedang atike de karman memi kong rika pe jomi mogo ameberu tiye ame omi wanta metin kodo nen yuba metie memiyo Lira City dideo Lira City beda chill utuku dwana riote duogo Robina Joyce kede neno te jollo wele wa ametigine yekan
Hotela Melira City, Ogoro Wigi, Nimambicha Meya, Melira City, Chario, men in the period deck, men do man when what to me a period when Yuba Memi, Yotwero, Atiratir, Tichi Leka Meya, a ching contractor made Dubai Garden Center Uganda Limited, Bendi Tijunuro, Chakaroko, Yere, Karameo Karangage, Lokere Yechobanman, Resident City Commissioner, Melira City, Lawrence Gole, Ochikolira City Council, men and Nimano, Tijman Peobe, Mequara, Dangdok, Mir Nenni, Deo Polo Patamo.
They're supposed to be here for generations to come. What is the foundation that we are laying? The contractor assured us here of his quality of work. After 2026, and we see cracks all over, even before 2026, is it going to anybody to say, I need to get back as a mayor? In 2026, are we going to have these flowers here very beautiful? Because a lot of money the government injected a lot of money in them. Or in 2026, when his worship wants more votes, there are no more flowers here.
Igoleo medenio kanchila duchu Melira City. Miero jol yubaman otamenye chwake yere ento ibero loko jamaracho kiken.
Beautification of this city council offices must be something that every member of this council must embrace, because this is your home.
Achome Melira City sama tuli lokere otinimano jama pol ame atiyo ko lekameya ame binu kello ko chiende te chawa Lira City Council kunmia por e kom yobbo kagoro jo ame obino pangapa yoba pole patanu atemerem.
Apart from only making the place look smart, in the case of the mayor's garden, the gardening aspect will give us space besides behind council building here that others can hire for their function. The canteen will provide some little local revenue that will come back and flow into the revenue of council.
Amaho jomogo ame tiye me lokarachi juba me chielo karachi kiri deyo me menyenena mwanya lekameya atulo tene mano kori jomagi roma karachi kidu gwala menu moro wangi itepi ento pegeo diang mato pi atwale pieno nupe kiri gupu moro kiken dang nupe otwero kayo diang.
So for us, we are going to use the other local term that even if the frog is looking from under the water so brightly with his eyes wide open, but the cow who needs to drink water will come and drink water. After all, the frog does not bite a cow. It only has big round eyes.
Atulo tene yubaman tie me chato ko Lira City wi pore loro yora ber enta pat kara chel kede karo karangej Lira City nu ngenya taktwal ikop me yuga menu pong ye top me chel.
So for us, we are going to use the other local term that even if the frog is looking from under the water so brightly with his eyes wide open, but the cow who needs to drink water will come and drink water. After all, the frog does not bite a cow. It only has big round eyes.
Town Clark Melira City, Theopilas, Tibahika, Obingono Yaro Jama Papatame Obinuti Moko Lekameya, Itutemen Animano Obedo, Anenomit, Karachel Kedokero Don Lobo, Elira City.
What is this contract about? It is about the design, beautification, construction of chain link fence, guardhouse, public toilet, canteen, landscaping, and ancillary services on the ground. Many people think that it is fencing. Fencing is just one of them.
Abuokop me kanorumuluak pi Lira City tungbore kono dang obino yaro kita me limma me welere romo million mia bor pira de kwen ilaka ngwen tumia pira ngwen mia bo ngwen pira bor wi ngwen bino ti kara chel gdi baman.
Landscaping including greening, grassing, tree planting amounts to 82 million. Then civil works or construction works, which shall include erecting chain link, that is fencing, at 188,220,658 shillings. Then construction of guardhouse, totaling to 195 million. I think we are going to have 3 guardhouses. Then construction of public toilets, state-of-the-art public toilets, not just ordinary public toilets, costed at 180,550,000. Then our construction of the canteen and rest, that is at 115 million. Then lastly, construction of vehicle shed.
Richard Dokelo ame obedo ko contractor ame omiyo tich chien ilokero chikere menen manolo tiu tich aber dango yelle meneni tich man otum e karame ngolegi enat ni manani bino choyo jo apolla metie laukan meti tich man wek dang gino nuo apude le moro e yobaman town clerk Malira City Council Theophilus Tibahika obin gono miyo balo memi nyotwero man ching resident city commissioner Lawrence Igole eka chenere Igole te miyo atiratir board contractor me Dubai Garden Center Uganda Limited yunge kono telamagi obin opiro yen memo katirati ni tijong tiamo chagaroko ile kameya cielo karaje kedeyo memi nena mwanya medigedo mogo atitino amatimere ile kameya alobere karaje kede contract kamo miyo binu tero duere adek ame gentieni manoni ndio pirewa bor medu mabichel mwakari ye pirewa ngwen anungo dong gedo karachi kriticha polo pat ameti atimere Meyers Garden otumu koche pi Radio KFM Moses Okumukelo
dakika ti piera rio uyaboro yunge chawa ario me udiko ini winyo yuba tie me yiko Lira City bedo achil mano beautification of Lira City eto gina perta kwatu ni tammi pore nyo city clerk bino town clerk bino mi wangeyo kachieng ngomi gina tammi tin wange uketchene mena ni kongo yiko Lira City obeda chill obedo abe jamo kene koko kene obedo katu bot telo kene ni pe ngomi numero prioritizing yiku yode waki uluo guest wakano no bedo town clerk karachel kede speaker Lira City West division eta neno sara wora ngwer dang tutun kan ka chawa mer moro biro nwere temi ye chawa moro but bombal chawa neno ka wek welewa nyutegini iye kan
win radio man program mapiretek me boch me yire Twolo ame mando agiki mere I chabit tinchia beach ne dwe piero wa bichel medwe ma ngwen mo atutumia rio I piero rio wi angwen yiwa yom ni yot kan uti karachel kede wele ametini ni wan biru nyamo karachel kede tam apire tek ina win radio menge yoni le yutam ame war biru le yutam iye kanni obero mekelo agami te lo heredoko dong lobo tinini wan po biru menyutu ngame lo ngame peolo wandushu amoti ye kan tu metunu gina chel donc kopa wanu bini ye kan pire tek tutwal a win radio no yini binu winyu aber ameka yini binu nungu kare ngit mego irang chim yinu ini niang aber ya yom ni kinwakan wela wanu kutiu tamni mirbin dushu dangdo tunuko atish kere karni me binu mi yugi moto jo kado nginu moro wako awando to chako atir Bwana Town Clerk, I was welcoming you to the studio of 94.3 QFM and also welcoming the listener and letting them know that the discussion we are going to hold today should provide solutions, should be solution-based. We are not here to see who wins and who doesn't win. We are here to win together and to see that the public gets what they deserve in terms of service delivery, in terms of development. So it is my singular honor to welcome all of you. You will have an opportunity to introduce yourselves. I want to start from, let me start from this side. You will use this microphone. Please introduce yourself.
Good morning, listeners. I am Theophilus Tibishka, the town clerk, Lira City. Happy to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Poi totalo winywa nyao kelo Robert ayo ame abino kana jala lok Lira City poi totalo
poi uno win radio ana bedo kelo Daniel abedo atela alwak me junior quarters Lira City West Division Dadoha bedo adorot chokere me Lira City West Division. Kachawa me debate romo wano binu mi uniang yore apoyo.
Boy tutwal Sarah wa ngwere mota win radio.
Apoya tek Bobson.
Be.
Jala studio. Ba hapojo ametika andushu. Ana beri Sarah wa ngwere na chungu teach mele city. Though Bobson ko nunu pa bero welo mere in the radio. Mano be radio alao. So what kopa lao ka ti ni daya gaha tati mongo be mere. So kari be inviting and I'm already here.
Apoya tutwal
So awin radio iyot kan utiekere aduong town clerk Melira City aduong Theophilus Tibihika iye kandang utiekere alokpi Lira City Council aduong Robert Okello iye kandang utiekara chelkere speaker Melira City West Division man Daniel Okello utie dang iye kan kere atame chung amerang loho attack to 12 pu teach ame winingeo duore kare tida iye kan Sarah awor angweri nong wele ame wanu tikere kan no inina tinini team attack team ame wigi kwiri ya yom ni wigi po wil kere adam gi pashu no wanu binu bero kere yom chuny mele yotam karshel ketgi kun wanu ngeoni ile yotami agambi no yaye Bobson
ka wore kwena me chatwil ka duogo tutwalo wak ochako ibot Lira City ngomi ogino prioritizing yiko Lira City berachil ikweko jamo kene ame jokene talo kene tiako ge numero ket yo ket match street light miro puyo yo tiarecho ngo mi ogindo tunu itamasha wanote ochaki bot Lira City e kaote duogo bot jokene.
Bebe atira kai chamu derma met.
Oh, you're here, I've quoted. You're going to take your oxtail and then you're going to brown it.
Pick it, pack it, share it. The 4G Wakanet MiFi. Pocket it, use it, enjoy it. Visit any MTN service center or Banana Phone World outlets. Get it at 75k. The MTN 4G Pocket MiFi is it.
Rachel, Rich. The Queen Cobra, the password of the money, the original spare parts, the 11th commandment, the question and the answer.
Bosses, I know you want money, but I'm also broke.
Ah, no. Money is not an object. These days, Momo sorts me out anytime. In fact, my sister, let me also sort you out.
Really?
I've just sent you instructions on how to get a loan on Momo. I'm here for you. Can I borrow some chips?
When you need a loan, you've got MTN Momo. We're sorting. Use the Momo app or dial *165*5# for all quick loans. Choose from the different loan options from our partners and get one that works for you. Together, we're unstoppable.
This is QFM.
Attention all farmers in Uganda. Introducing Gagawala, the groundbreaking hybrid maize seeds from Equator Seeds Limited. You'll reap the benefits of drought tolerance, ensuring your crops thrive even in challenging conditions. These high-yielding seeds boast an impressive yield of 2.5 to 3.5 tons per acre if boosted with fertilizers, giving you more from your investment. With an intermediate maturity period of just 110 to 120 days, you'll be harvesting your delicious heavy kernels in no time. Place your orders now while stocks last with Gagawala maize seeds. Available in all agro shops countrywide. Or call 0392 568 937 or 0782 620 830. Our team of experts is always available to handle your inquiries. At Equator Seeds Limited, we believe in quality seeds for a better living.
Atina tapicha mebula mor kede boni ukelo trabon guest house go chima wena jog joelo queen makedero inora bira bora yo abija bicha la bongwen ario yo jomi mea wela beri ruat.
Right, we radio kapori yabo radio na yaba chi wenyo iboch me yire Twolo chinini ndwe piere wa bichel medwe mangwen mo hatutume ario ipiera rio wiangwen iboch wa chinini chule yutam karachel kero telawa me city irwama papat iboch ame wano mi wingeo ni chinini wano biruberie wele ame mi wingeo tie town clerk melira city aduong Theophilus Tibihika utekere speaker me Lira City Council aman aduong Robert Okelo uti karachel kede speaker Melira City West Division Daniel Okelo uti kede Alok P Utich Lira City kan man Sarah Awor Angweri ye kanti an Ambrose Angura ti Bobson Opio karachel kede Robina Joyce Sochaya. So Bwana Theophilus, it gives me therefore great pleasure to invite you to share with us what you have prepared for us this day. Speak to the listener, and then we can progress from there. It is now my singular honor to welcome you. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Once again, good morning, listeners. Today, I have the opportunity to update us on what the ongoings in the city. But I want to first ask a question. First of all, why did government want these cities to be created? These are some of the reasons that the government intended. One was to decongest the capital city of Kampala. Two was to create other regional centers of performance excellence so that different regions can have the national cake and we can have equitable development. The other reason was to spur growth in the different regions of the country so that they can give rise or improve employment opportunities and others. Today, we are almost 4 years or 4 years around there into the city. Now, I came to Lira last year in March. I may not be competent to talk about what was before. But when I came, we agreed with the leadership that we need to touch the following areas for us to usher the city into the right direction. One, we agreed that we need to enhance locally raised revenue so that we can get the funds that can help us to prepare development in the new city. Two, Lira City is categorized as an industrial and commercial city. So number two priority became trade order. That we have many people trading in this town, living in this town, and if we have to make it attractive, make it livable, we need to organize ourselves so that trade happens where it is designated to be done. 3, a good town, a green and sustainable industrial city requires that we handle garbage collections or solid waste management and sanitation. We also agreed as the leadership, both technical and political, that we must have a clean town. And we did realize that government alone, the city alone, could not marshal enough resources, both human, financial, and material, to deliver a clean town. We then decided that we privatize solid waste management or garbage collection so that we bring in more players and they collect, transport, and dump or dispose garbage while we do the planning, the sensitization, enforcement, monitoring, and arbitration between the service provider and individuals. In my view, at the time I arrived in Lira and now, I have no doubt in my mind that the city is cleaner than before. And that is the instruction that the mayor gave me, that he wants us to work to have a clean and healthy town. I cannot say we have achieved it 100%, but I am confident we are in the right direction. The other issue that is of priority is physical planning. A good town should be properly developed so that it does not develop into a city, into a slum. A slum, in simple definition, means unplanned settlement. What does this require? For us to have a properly built and designed town, everyone should build with an approved plan. At the time I came, the challenge was creating a system where people apply in a transparent manner, where approvals can be done in record time, and where people get a quick feedback. We have digitalized the process. We have made it possible that people can apply, their plans are processed, and they are delivered. It has not been so excellently done, but we are in the right direction. And I appeal to everybody that no person under the law should build or erect any structure without development permission. The other aspect is development should not leave anyone behind. We are looking at UPE, Universal Education, and Universal Secondary Education. But our emphasis for now is largely on UPE. I strongly believe that UPE is one of the best government policies that are available. However, the thinking is that, and the practice is that many government primary schools are not performing well. And that is where we have put our emphasis. We have trained head teachers, supported teachers, we have improved our administrative systems, and I can say we are on the right track. If you compare the performance of 2021-22, 22 calendar year and 2023, you will see a very big shift in the way we are doing our exams. And I can assure you, at the end of this year, we shall even do much better. We have infrastructure development. A city must have good infrastructure for both the industries and commercial activities to take place. Then the other focal area is systems strengthening. This may not be seen by everybody who is not
moderator.
This speaker, town clerk will tell me you are recap.
I don't want us to be diverted from what we've been summoned to. You've called me here to come for the issue of the beautification of Mayor's Garden. So I would request that, please, we've not come here for the overview of the entire thing. Thank you.
Was just giving us the preview of what is happening in the city, what happened, and what is happening. Yes. We are going to reach about the beautification of the Lira city, why they prioritize it over other issues, most especially you have been talking about roads. We are going to reach there.
When you gave me invitation, you never told me about the entire overview of what is going to take place here. You told me I should prepare and come for the debate on the issue of beautification of Mayor's Garden. Thank you.
Maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
As you said, we shall reach there. I wanted to give viewers, we don't come here every time. Wanted to update the city. The city is not one aspect. So I'm about to end, and then we shall also come to what you would wish. System strengthening, we have increased digitalization of systems. Our officers are very good time managers today. Our officers are smart. We have tried to improve on the attitude, on client care, and we think this is very important for the growth of the city. We are also interested in beautifying the city. And one of the key areas that seems to be controversial is the beautification of Mayor's Gardens.
Yes.
We think it's a good thing to do, although others may think otherwise. But that's the development process.
When Town Clerk, short commercial break, then when we come back, really, that is where we are, beautification of the city. Why did Lira City prioritize beautification of the city than other infrastructures like roads, street lights? That is where the tension is. We'll come back after a short commercial break.
Attention, all farmers in Uganda, introducing Gagawala, the groundbreaking hybrid maize seeds from Equator Seeds Limited. You'll reap the benefits of drought tolerance, ensuring your crops thrive even in challenging conditions. These high-yielding seeds boast an impressive yield of 2.5 to 3.5 tons per acre if boosted with fertilizers, giving you more from your investment. With an intermediate maturity period of just 110 to 120 days, you'll be harvesting your delicious heavy kernels in no time. Place your orders now while stocks last with Gagawala maize seeds. Available in all agro shops countrywide. Or call 0392 568 937 or 0782 620 830. Our team of experts is always available to handle your inquiries. At Equator Seeds Limited, we believe in quality seeds for a better living.
Essential.
Okay, po idugicheni kwa na mechatwil eta mi ng'eyo ni dakika ni di star ariyo dekaboro star chel star beach dakika ni mewe hadonyi draw melanyo tractor ire twolo ma giki meninatin. Odak bo town clerk bwana town clerk, you are telling us about beautification of Lira City.
Yes.
Please, can you continue from there?
Yes.
Because that is where the tension is now.
Yes. Around October last year, 2023, you know, we have had a program called USMID Additional Funding, which was a 5-year project. It started when I was not here. It has been doing infrastructure, roads, which most of us know, and you all know. Now, last year, this program was supposed to end on 31st of December, 2023, which is last year. Around October, we were invited as leaders. You see, every year, an assessment is done. when we do well, we should be getting a bonus. When we do badly, we are supposed to get a minus. But in the 5 years, they have not been communicating how much we have earned. So around that time, they made reconciliation, and each entity among the USMID local governments or entities was given its unknown balance. For Ira City, they told us that we have a balance of 2.5 billion. Unfortunately, this money was supposed to be used before the end of 31st December. So when we came, we said, but how is it possible that we can execute these projects in record time? So they advised that go look for those projects which can be finished in that time, and look for projects which, when you begin, you are not likely to attract encumbrances that may make the projects not finished. Our first eye was on, can we develop more tarmac roads? But the people who were in the discussion were like, but there is almost no road here that starts and there is no encumbrance. Everyone will say, you have encroached on my... So he said, and when we start and those encumbrances come, the project is likely to store and stop, and the money can be returned. So finally, we agreed that we have been having an issue of street lights. Let us provide for some street lights. And 1.1 billion has been set aside for the installation of new street lights. Then we had repaired some street lights, but the money was not enough for all. They said, why don't we secure 300 million and we also put on the repair of street lights? Then the mayor's gardens and the headquarters of the city has not been secured for a long time. If you reach at the city headquarters, you can access those offices anytime from any corner. And that means we are prone to any danger. This is where we park vehicles, all the computers, the drugs are there, the offices are there. Supposing a bad agent like a terrorist came, would have delivered the whole headquarters. That was number one. Second consideration was grabbing and encroachment. And this is not new to everybody. 3, these are called mayor's gardens. But in the real sense, even if you go there today, they are just grounds. They are ramshackled. They are not good. So we said, why don't we also use this opportunity to green the mayor's gardens, secure the land, and secure the headquarters, all in one. Number 3, we also said, and all these should have projects that can help us to enhance revenue. What did we look in this? Already, Mayor's Gardens has been rented out for some ceremonies, as you all know. But we thought that if we make it more beautiful, make it more secure, put some services like a canteen, it can even fetch a better price, which will contribute to revenue now and in the future. The other project we are looking at is Tipper Stage. Tipper Stage is supposed to be a green space, but we can put a green space, but also big parking for most of the big vehicles that are everywhere dotted in town. Now, when these ideas came up, in that short time, the executive asked me, said, now, why can't we start? So we said, but it's the executive that submits to the council. That's why they are full-time. They can take some decisions on behalf of the council and report to council. So when they gave me a go-ahead, we started the process. Good enough. This process takes some time. when the government, the ministry, and other stakeholders appealed to the president, he requested World Bank, I think it was around December, that we can extend so that all these projects, these ongoing roadworks, the Coronation Park, all those, so that they can come to a real completion, including these extension works. So we had started budgeting and planning on the basis that the money should have been spent before 31st December. And we started. But good enough, by God's grace, we secured an unexpected extension. So we said, some of these services require more time. Why don't we start since we have agreed on what to do? So we started. When we started, the question was, but as council, we have not yet understood, we have not approved. Because we had already informed the executive prepared, submitted to council, all these, the debate was there and enough, and council said it's okay, approved, go ahead. And we are now in the middle of implementation.
Okay.
So according to me, I don't see the crime that has been done.
Thank you, Bwana Town Clerk. We go for a time check. Maybe my colleagues ask some question before I give floor to the speaker. But for me, I have two questions only. But after my colleague.
This is what I think, that after Theophilus, we can go to Daniel, and then Daniel can make his submission. If we have questions or submissions, we can then come on. And if we have supplements from Sarah Aworangweri, she can come on. Then we can also see where the Speaker of Lira City Council comes in. Then for us, we can come then later.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. But I was itching just to ask Town Clerk some questions. But anyway, all the same.
The time check on 94.3 QFM is brought to you by
KCB Bank.
It is 9 a.m.
Dial *244# to open an account. Get your KCB account within minutes, anytime, anywhere. KCB Bank is regulated by the Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda of up to 10 million shillings. KCB Bank, for people, for better.
Right, boy, do we kwa na me chatwil chego odok kitame aneno ukobukere no. Weko what but speaker. Speaker, you heard very well what the town clerk said. One by one, most especially about beautification of the Lira city. You have been having concerns. I heard you saying, how can they construct by toilet 190 something million shillings? Guardhouse. And what I mean, where are your cries?
Thank you so much, the moderator and the panelists who are with us this morning to discuss the development within the city. It is unfortunate that I am not very convinced with the presentation made by the town clerk of Lira City. I have so many issues that needs to be queried and understood very well. First of all, it seems the town clerk is actually executing the orders of the executive, which is very, very wrong as the technical person who is supposed to guide the executive and the entire council. First of all, the procedure that is used to have this Mayor's Garden beautified, it is actually very wrong. That I would want to know from him, how did they come to award this contract without the notice, without the right procedure of the procurement? I heard them saying last time that there was a direct, they had a direct procurement.
Don't worry, let me handle that.
This is QFM. 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 This is QFM.
Think, Speaker, you were making your deliberation.
Apoyo, mena machiel, ata meti kede leba me winwa, tiya ukana win. O town clerk, ukobo, kitrengo, amegin no bedo kede, mekatu kede.
Bob, I want him to raise the issues to the town clerk. The town clerk is here in person. Let him raise the issues to the town clerk. The town clerk will respond.
Since
then
we
we
have
shall
the bishop,
translate.
since we have the bishop, Bishop, help me take from there.
What we are going to do, dear listeners and our panelists, our guests today, at the beginning, I made mention that we are here to deliberate and find amicable solutions. So I'm going to allow each one of you time to make their submissions, and then we can see where we meet. So for now, the speaker was on the floor. Atamani, inimi issues ni, kaya na memiro directing both town clerk, direct them both town clerk. Amita mi yodushu chawa arorom opore na we wandu chito berukiragam.
But atamani kari mi town clerk lemono, atami ndang nugira pek marape.
I do not know. Ngomeo kom. Omina okela edi yamiel.
Okela edi peti issue.
Ana tia look lepasho. But I can eloquently speak English.
Yeah.
So ana teach ke de leblang. Because I am addressing the majority. I'm over the community. I'm a mayor's garden. Here for their benefit. So allow me use my local language.
You are allowed.
You have your secretary is here. He can do a interpretation
Even
after
you-
my deliberation.
even you can
Even
explain
me,
it
I
in
can
English.
explain to you after my
Yes.
submission.
Yes.
In Leblanc, thank you. Bobson, Kop me Mayor's Garden. Tia dako gidna me petia be. Mayor's Garden no tio kero million mia boro. Kai winyu utia kobone guardhouse alone tia consuming million mia chiel kede piera bong when we are deck. Piera bong when we are beach. Guardhouse utia kobone abede ka bede angwen. Barame tia kobne. This is Kwalokwo Yorabor, which the council, Melira City Council, must do their due diligence. And Achala Tela, Abeti City Council, Lira City, I feel ne kitame otia teach kede nyore chenta meo kerro met beautifying Mayor's Garden. It's too much. Criteria meo tiyo kede mena machiel otiako teach chere before Terenyim Council. And this was intended. This was an intention. Metamone chente mea keto okwale yorabor. Before you begin to have a project, any contract, utike the procurement. Ame pengeo awene ameo kerugini o advertising ye, unyo tendering, okeru in the public domain, jo worupiemi ye, menu ngutik. Now, it is a habit in Lira City Council. They don't want to follow the procedure which is to guide any development that is supposed to take place within Lira City. Manati Yakobo, Pien, a ticket report, from the park man audit report. Ametia implicating Lira City Council. They do not want to follow the laid down procedures when it comes to issues of procurement. And all this, it is because of corruption tendency, what he exhibited by both the technical teams and the executive. I feel so sorry. Tia Binu in a day broad light.
I did speaker.
I will request that you will address him by his title.
Let's leave Kelady. We have issue at hand.
Yes, I'm coming there.
And today we have invited him in the capacity of the Speaker, Lira City Council.
Spokesperson.
A spokesperson, Lira City Council. Sorry. So I am going to request that we address each other correctly.
You see, for me, I am very objective. And I'm addressing, my brother, Robert, became the spokesperson of Lira City Council.
Almost 2 to 3 years.
This is
and Sarah, these are the things you should put clear.
Yes, I am coming there. Ka entia lok, ka okela editia lok, atamien lok kachalo lao. Te kobi lao ateteni. Eto pe Robert bin kan me defending gamente ametia kwa lokuo. Atike the audit report. Chinto tiu kero 1.1 billion. May you bumat nyoni street lights. Before we recope street light. Mayor's Garden namotia geroni. Was it in the work plan as per the financial year here to me? Is it captured in the budget? Now, if it is not captured in the budget, did they go back to the council to revise the budget? They are saying it is a saving from the Youth Meet project. How have they measured? The work is still going on. How did they know? And that is why when you go Amiyapore Balai Boundary Road, these roads, as per the design, it was supposed to go 20 meters wide together with the street lights. But when you go on the road, you cannot be 7 meters, cannot be 8 meters. Menadong la charity at 14 meters. So where are the other remaining meters? And we are here. You teach Medong Olera City when it is not actually being done in good faith. We need accountability. We need investigation on this issue of 3 or 2.5 billion. About you Keronia the tipper stage, Ayobuke the Mayor's Garden, Aketuke the street light. Now, Mario, financial year 2022-2023, Lera City Council, Okero, Chente Meyobo match street lights, about 119 million. Where is this money, Mr. Town Clerk? Because we do not have the street lights. We don't have any lights on the streets. We want to know the accountability because the audit report is as unearth everything which is being done in the city council. We need that. Now, put ya it would when you change the 1 billion.
1.1 billion.
1.1 billion. Don't get to know what you book at the match. I want to say, ne man obedo kuo me wang pedding. Man kuo dojo. I am saying this without any fear. Ni audit report paparati kereni tia kobuni Lera City Council pemerutit ke de chick memmi you jami worry you're a poor. You're a bear. You're a poor. So this clearly states, I know Mr. Tibika is a performer, he's a very good person. But unfortunately, he's being supervised with not the wrong government.
Because they are duly elected.
Is being supervised by people who do not have the will of people to deliver service to the people of Lera City. When a town clerk, I want to request you, when you came, you were very active. I don't know what went wrong. And I want to request you that please, we love you as a citizen. I love you as a brother. Don't engage yourself into fraudulent activities, especially this one which is going at Mayor's Garden. Number 3.
Maybe Speaker, miadaki kamar work kwa na mechatwil, atedo umedegikano. Imedegikano.
Pay me customer ni medo kede yini nel chan piti kede jami komo pika gora. Yer ka jami komo pika meo ya RNZ. Chahere yo pira chine medo kede brake pad. Jami komo pika meo ya RNZ bere jama teka kena pe ngola kede balle. Okel bore bero jea nail industry limited. Wore temi yo oda nikikano kikana yo charo jami komo pika ya unyo gare jiro kikena te Uganda. Imito watu balumen nursing ulila yenyu tijerepe yeli. Mag yu atira Florence Nightingale School of Nursing and Midwifery apaj. Yu kwani Florence Nightingale apajia matangi jangu tuti jini wudi yenoga don keken. Gamad mission pikwano certificate in nursing kede midwifery ameteru mwokia rio inuchu.
Attention all farmers in Uganda, introducing Gagawala, the groundbreaking hybrid maize seeds from Equator Seeds Limited. You'll reap the benefits of drought tolerance, ensuring your crops thrive even in challenging conditions. These high-yielding seeds boast an impressive yield of 2.5 to 3.5 tons per acre if boosted with fertilizers, giving you more from your investment. With an intermediate maturity period of just 110 to 120 days, you'll You'll be harvesting your delicious heavy kernels in no time. Place your orders now while stocks last with Gagawala maize seeds. Available in all agro shops countrywide. Or call 0392 568 937 or 0782 620 830. Our team of experts is always available to handle your inquiries. At Equator Seeds Limited, we believe in quality seeds for a better living.
Welwa youth paper kanu kane gamu admission tiwa wara nyim I romoda bika mi radio station man. Nuong project kopwalo ed Uganda buwa kai ya lira sita wiu kama pachi gaho kai girl primary temol ka kilometers achela ken wudi mere dine na bachuno. Onyo ego chimping echo remi nota bira ngwen na chela bora biro abichel nura biro.
Alright, did speaker medeka na wukati mede ya.
Apoyo Bobson. Ana mette town clerk. Mena Michelle Kelly we measure can directives. Ameoya either from the Secretariat, Home Ministry of Finance. Amemioge go ahead. Me spending 2.5 billion. Meyobo Mayor's Garden. Yobo match. Kede cielo tipa stage. As a leader, I want to request him to present that document for purposes of guidance. Permit to tukidwede. Permit to tukidwede. One or two look, the capacity metela. One yerwa metelo tela. Name your service delivery word bodo tedero. So kauna no ginoro petia word kakare. Achalo tela. We need to step in. But unfortunately, nyoni guma rach. Utela wade wa mogo. Upe kede chun meti you teach. Ame opore pio tedero. One otike de yo ratio. Atike the audit report chiakan. Ame chilling million mia deck kede pira bishel. We are yo ilaha deck to mia pira deck mia bira para boro. Uchualo. Me yo buyo man from the road funds, man me financial year 2022-2023. The value for money is not being seen and felt by the community and the taxpayers. So, I'm going to need town clerk. Me launge ni chiente wa onyo ni chiento gelo cholo. Ameti meant me puru yo ngomi yo tia rach all over the city. And then you hear these leaders saying ni chiente me ora me okelo petie. Maintaining you. No. So my question tieni, the town clerk, Miracle Biwa, Achalo and Obeda, accounting officer Melira City, where are these monies going?
Which money?
The road fund money.
You want him to respond now?
You will have his time to respond.
You said we came for beautification.
So this is, yes, the priorities,
We are going to answer.
It is okay.
You continue.
Thank you.
Continue.
The reason why at Yakello this, we are talking about the monies that you remove from the Youth Meet project, which is supposed purely to improve the infrastructure roads within the city. But you diverted it, saying you got the permission from the donor to allow you beautify the mayor's garden. And yet we see the purpose for this money was purely roads. That is why I requested ni indicate canal. The guidelines are me. Ni yini bini diverting cheneni. Itekelo chilling million mi about wal. Meyo Bomeas Garden. Gero watachikari tiatero million mia shell kede piera bon when we are deck. Gero toilet atia winyonia tiatero million mia shell ipiera ngwen. All this we need to know. If there is any guidelines, if there is any instruction issued, and we want to know the criteria that you use to award this contract.
Okay. Thank you. Sarah, awara ngwere ami dakika pik parang pungi wakamina. Wan bero John. Kagi nutie me medo meri kaya mitu penyo town clerk penyor penyi bien yunge town clerk me responding ijaminono.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm at Moto in radio QFM dushu.
Metkom duani malamaro.
And yeah, very much Sarah awara ngwere. Dwana gre like attack Bobson. Eta tawa ni ka at tuning at working and a knock. Bien ka raising your tamani tension to but we are sober here this morning. I want to thank so much Mr. Town Clerk and our PRO for being here and the Speaker of City West for raising pertinent issues. I appreciate that. I will not waste much time, but I only want to supplement a few things I'm a Speaker of Kobo. So, Speaker, I want to thank you. And I beg the council, I'm a Speaker here, Lohayeni. I sit in that council and I don't remember missing a council meeting, even one. I think I missed one when I lost my cousin. And I even first came to council and I apologized and then I went away. But it is my mandate to be in council every day. It is every council sitting. It is mandatory for an elected leader to be there in council, to follow every other step. And I've not missed a step. Only when I was suspended, even unlawfully, in council, but I did not raise any complaint. Because they wanted it that way, I accepted it. For me, Bobson, I'm there on young me. Gina Jotia Larry, Lira City Canyon, Duchi and Cope Mayors Garden, the 2.5 billion and 1 billion. I was the one who brought it outside. Anna Kelutadero, Ichado a penyo gaining, why have you allocated the 2.5 billion without knowledge of council? So that's now, it went out to the public domain. Ameametapua media for always standing with us. Actually, without media, I wouldn't be even doing anything in Lira City Council. But you people helped me. So, Ichana raising a red flag. I'm happy that you're picking interest, including media. Add to my council, didn't want it to come out. So when I asked my town clerk in council, he openly said it, executive told me to go ahead and execute. This was his English. To go ahead and execute, they will explain to council. But we waited for the explanation. So he actually told us openly it was the executive who directed him to do that. So I don't want to blame the town clerk so much as the speaker said. The problem is our executive and the political leaders, which I also belong there. But I will not afford to move with a sinking boat. I will jump out of that boat and I will not sink in the sea. That is why I'm here. And I am alone. On record, those ones who secured the tipper stage, Unutika Jario, it was Upio Molo. We actually appreciate him and Honorable Rionongam, who went to court to save tipper stage. And on record, I am alone in this one, which I will stand to the dot. Take key, Johnny Pomio accountability of million mia bor. Alan is saying 800 and some. This is 840. I have it in the allocation which was brought to council. Allocation is 840 million for beautification, 1 billion for paving of tipper stage, and then 1.1 billion for installation of the new solar street lights. I asked him, what makes you think beautification is our priority in council? Because our priority wasn't the beautification. How do you beautify when people are moving in a very bad road and a dusty road? So he gave me all those explanations and he said there was no time to come to council. I quoted rules of procedure. Even when there is a matter of emergency, you can convene council meeting even next day and we shall be there because we are there for the public. They just ignored council. But now, I just want to tell him that, Bwana Town Clerk, you are a citizen of this country. And for us, we are here forever. But for you, may be transferred anytime.
But still remain a citizen of the country.
No, even if it's transferred after 5 years, for us we shall remain
I can
here.
even come back and settle
Yes.
here. Privately.
We don't need this grievance to go on. It is not a grievance, but as a leader, I have to raise it out. So when I raise it out, I'm up in the public, pehotikan. But Ginadong, why I was annoyed with the town clerk, I requested in writing, Bobson. I shared with you the document. One, I requested for who, because when we were here with Secretary Works and Technical Service, Ukonian Pengiona, her contractor, Mayor's Garden. The secretary told us here in this studio that he doesn't know who is beautifying Mayor's Garden, the contractor. So I wrote to you that you help me and share with me who that contractor is. And then two, where is the BOQ? And then I asked for the survey report. In every project, before you start executing it, there must be a survey report that guides council that, okay, we need this, we need this. And then I asked a few documents, very many documents actually, because I wanted to know and I studied it properly. And then council meeting of 22nd February, where this allocation was brought. He openly told me he will not give me those documents. He will only give me council minutes. And the rest of the document is not willing to give it to me. Not knowing it, those ones are public documents. The public can access those documents anytime they want. But the problem in Lira City Council, everything is about revenue. And the revenue, we don't know where it is going. I actually wanted to ask town clerk what he qualified for. Actually, why he qualified for revenue, because everything is about revenue, not administration. So you are the custodian of everything in Lira City Council, and we are not wrong to ask you what we want. It is you to direct the engineer to say, Honorable Sarah needs the survey report. Can you deliver the survey report? I cannot go to the engineer because you are his supervisor. So up to now, I have not received a survey report. Daniel is raising the issue of street light. We allocated money, Bobson, and after the allocation, we did not see any street light working. So the survey report that I also wanted actually was the survey report on the repair or on what was the problem with our street lights. Because when I raised this, somebody who worked with Chico came to me and told me, Honorable Sarah, the lifespan for those batteries, Chico Kero, the lifespan is 20 years. And if you see the battery is down. Battery may street lights are tipping. With a very heavy one. But these contractors here came and used a truck to remove that thing, because two people could not bring it out. I was told the battery by Chico was perfect batteries. So I wanted to know exactly where the problem of the street lights. Was it the battery? Was it the capacitor? Was it what? What was it? They refused. But I am reliably informed. I have this information. I have the documents that our batteries were okay. And these people went ahead and removed and put a fake battery. And they didn't even know what was the problem exactly. So we need that survey report. And I will ask you now after here, I'm coming for the survey report. Okay. And even I wanted to ask him who this Ukelo is, because I am at here when you lao, Ukelo ni Beratin lao, Ukelo ni Beratin lao. But it's not about Beratin lao. But we are talking about the money that is allocated there. I want the public to know that the owner of the garden, they call it a Dubai garden something. I was not there when they gave out the project because I didn't want to mess up with them. Ukelo, we met him in Mbarara when we went to Mbarara for a tour. Ukelo is an Acholi. And we are not being tribalistic. But how did he pick Ukelo from Mbarara to come and work here? When was he pre-qualified to work in Lira City? How did you handpick him and bring him here to work in the project? That is one. I wanted you to answer that. And then number two, I want to surely bring out the issue of procedure. Alan brought it. Why did you ignore a council? And when I raised it, no, you gave me a deaf ear, not a listening ear. Okay, you brought the allocation, but even council went ahead just to accept it or something like that. Did the
council pass the resolution?
I asked for the minutes. They refused to give me. I was there in council. I wanted to read the minutes one by one. But did the council pass the resolution? They go with the majority? Bobson, the issue of the majority does not come here. When we are passing, I want you to listen to this. Yes. Allocation in council. I had already in New York, Annabella will be here.
Yeah.
In weighing situation, it and Chun councillors standing on. Because for me, they were all whatever, John or preconceiving we give up. So
But did they pass
we
it?
are going to pass. We are going to pass. They passed.
Then, okay. Well,
But we were not given opportunity to vote. If they had given me opportunity to vote, I was going to stand still and say, that project cannot go on because it is not our priority. I still said it.
Is it town clerk or speaker that allows councillors to vote?
That's why we are saying
Anyway,
is just
then
town
town clerk can respond to some of the questions.
I thank you very much for those
after
questions.
commercial break.
After break.
Attention, all farmers in Uganda. Introducing Gagawala, the groundbreaking hybrid maize seeds from Equator Seeds Limited. You'll reap the benefits of drought tolerance, ensuring your crops thrive even in challenging conditions. These high-yielding seeds boast an impressive yield of 2.5 to 3.5 tons per acre if boosted with fertilizers, giving you more from your investment. With an intermediate maturity period of just 110 to 120 days, you'll be harvesting your delicious heavy kernels in no time. Place your orders now while stocks last with Gagawala maize seeds. Available in all agro shops countrywide. Or call 0392 568 937 or 0782 620 830. Our team of experts is always available to handle your inquiries. At Equator Seeds Limited, we believe in quality seeds for a better living.
This is QFM. This is QFM.
Umeme, powering Uganda.
Right, boy, do get any kind of chat will check. We had dog but a neno, my work jol, town clerk, my dog come a penyoga, a chelario, a decame, openyo, a neno, ginachella me mirror, me town clerk and dog ye. Tiko penoko ni gin no executive do, katuke de mohako, ni miro, yik mayas garden, kede, tipa stage bed a chill. Eka otedong teri nyim council ipenye dang kachie en pengeo ni council dit en council yegin luon ti supreme uno pore meti mugin chia ko chakuti chame potpoter nyim council wa haduok bara neno
Awing radio man program me Yite Twolo tini ni ober chambich meni ndwe piere wangwen mo hatutumia rio piere wangwen iye kan utikero telawa irwa mapapat ilira city kan otiu nyamotam amekwa here kere don lobo tutwa lere tinini otiu lok ikom yoba ame city tiekere me yobo di poramea kun kopa metia winyere katuni ngomio utamani ket chente i Mayor's Garden kun kano kene nutie achalo puru gudu achalo tipo stage, achalo keto street lights, moro gina me wan tiyo nyamo eno. Anatamani, kop petieni, gino timo charach. Atamani, gina me wan tiyo nyamo kan, kwaho, kop me chenta diyo tiyo kere, kop me yore me tiyo jami, ame tim mitia koni peo lo bere, dong jamana ke lo, bot town clerk, karchel kere yinda winyo diyo ame miri winya ber, tiye, ko hametieni peo lo buchik, ko hametieni chenda mo kero duan, ko hametieni town clerk, tia tiyu teacher executives, anabinu gonye, ko amerang tieni document, amen tia joro, kome petie. Ento ichiakan, atikere document oro, ame anabinu kwano, atemi yina win radio karachel kere jo ameti ye kan ngeyo. Ento medong duogo bot duong town clerk. Bwana town clerk, if you were keenly following that I know you were following, the issues raised here by this team is that of accountability, is that of procedure, because the team alleges, I would like to use that term, but procedures were flouted. They were not followed. And some of them say they do not remember when council meetings were held to justify or to deliberate on these. And also, another issue raised is that of unjustifiable expenditure. According to them, it is way beyond what they think should work for that. There is no value for money, according to them, citing the amount of money spent on the beautification. But the bigger question is, even on the guidelines, that there were no guidelines. You don't have guidelines that you are talking about that you received from USMID, and I have just received a copy of a document that I will find time and share. But the bigger question is, was beautification a priority? According to the team challenging this, they say it was not a priority. And this is USMID money. It was supposed to be used on the roads, and if it was supposed to be spent, then it was supposed to be a decision made in the council. How do you respond, Bwana Town Clerk?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
The first question is, do we follow procedures? Yes, we do procedures. Which procedure was flouted? Procurement, I told you at the beginning. By the way, this 2.5 billion you are talking about has not even reached the coffers of the council. It is an indicative figure. Even the cash limit has not yet come. But when they give us an indicative figure, it's a commitment that the government is going to bring the money, but because of time constraints, start. The 2.5 billion, as I said, was a commitment of government as additional funding beyond what we had known. And it does happen that if there are funds that are given in the course of the financial year, you make a supplementary budget, put them on the system, and then you can procure and spend. Now, when we got a notification of 2.5 billion, the other question was, how do we spend it? How did we choose the priorities? I want to make it clear that USMID is not about roads only. It is Uganda Municipal Infrastructural Development Project, USMID. Is this Coronation Park, is it a road? Why didn't you oppose it? Is Children's Park a road? Why didn't you oppose it? USMID is for infrastructure. Infrastructure that will propel development, infrastructure that can increase the capacity of the local government to generate revenue and other social amenities. Yes, we need a road. You mean children don't need these parks?
Bwana Town Clerk.
So,
Bwana Town Clerk.
I am trying to say that USMID is not 100% exclusively for roads, tarmac roads, but it's not supposed to be for Maram roads.
Perhaps,
if you
perhaps
try
your
to do a road,
counter-
it must be tarmac.
Perhaps your counterparts here might say, yes, it would be the right thing to do. But perhaps they needed to be consulted and to sit with them and say, okay, we have these areas of priorities. What we want to propose that we start with this. What do you say? Maybe that is the line they
Yes.
wanted to talk.
Council passes a policy. The policy is initiated by the executive. Council on its own does not initiate. It may, but on majority of cases, policies are initiated elsewhere, and they are brought to council for debate, appreciation, and approval or rejection. In this case, I have told you the time constraint that we had. And this letter that has been given to you, it even allowed us, because of the time constraint, that instead of, you see, when you advertise, you can also open windows for administrative review, for challenging, and the project may not take place. So they advised us that where need be, go for direct procurement. Look for a company which you think can deliver good quality work and in time. So the choice of the project was made by the council. It was initiated by the executive, like all other policies. It was tabled in council and it was approved. As next are, because it is never camped, it is never made. They have told us, and it's on record, that these grounds ashame us. It is sand, it is nothing, it is not secured. I thought that this would be welcome because what they used to say is now what they are against. But that is a gone case. The decision of council, which is a supreme body, which is mandated to take decisions and priorities in the circumstances that are prevailing, decided that we do those projects. The other thing people are asking, I've already said, did we flout any procedure? I am not aware about any.
Okay.
Number 3, somebody said, why did you bring Okero?
Yeah.
We did not bring Okero. We brought a company called Dubai. If he's one of the workers, be it. But the question will be, whether Okero or me or you, is he competent? Is he delivering a good job? The third question was on the exorbitant price. They are saying the money is too much. Now, I want to tell them that ordinarily these USMID projects are supposed to start with the designs from consultants, then you go to design review, then you go to approval, then you go to execution. There are even other costs. Like every department, every project has got, for example, safeguards. We must have professionals on the environment, on occupational safety, on all those. And these are paid. But on the face of it all, it is not a tree that you will see. It is not a concrete block that you will see. But these are embedded costs. For example, who designed this project? This project started as a design and build project. Who paid the costs of design? Did council incur any cost of design? Where are they? They are part of the contract. And finally, this contract is called an admeasurement contract. At the end of the day, we are going to pay what has been delivered, not the estimate necessarily. Now, about accountability, I am very glad that they are saying, according to the...
Town clerk tia kobone, team measured. Kunurede tia kobo, gero mayor's garden, tia chamo million mia boro, kede pierangwen. So how are they going? Because they're saying the youth meet, tia cholo, mena don't want you, okay, rokoi budget.
But
anyway,
I'm saying it is a budget. These people know that a budget is an estimate. Do you realize the budget 100%? Where is it? For example, I told you that the saving which we were saying that we are likely to save money. We are likely.
Town clerk, how do you save this money when the contract is still ongoing? This is one thing I need to understand.
Some of those.
I think
some of those.
I've given everyone opportunity to ask questions.
We have got a
Let
consultant.
Answer the question. We get some phone calls. Then
We have got a consultant. Let us not be consultants. Let us allow the consultant to do his work. He's a consultant, a supervisor consultant, who was hired, I think, the cost of 2 billion. Yes, that's a lot of money. He knows what he's doing. He reports. We share these things. If you are questioning how is a saving unspent, at an appropriate time, he can explain why.
That will be
the execution of a contract.
Let my colleague
has more detail. But I want to say something about accountability. I am first of all happy that they are saying the audit report has brought out this. That is part of the accountability. We are going to answer the audit report. Now, some of the documents are not private. The accountability documents go to the council for debate. We update the council on action that has been taken and the explanation. There is no government department that does not have internal audit. Internal audit is not a criminal. It's not a criminal unit. It is a unit that is supposed to keep checking us and saying, here, you could have done better. Here, there is this, you can improve it. So, if there is an audit report which clearly brings out unanswered questions, we are going to answer them. Those who are supposed to be punished will be punished. So it is premature, and I would not want to condemn anybody on radio, yet there are other official processes. But I want to talk about governance.
It is not premature.
Right.
No, it's okay. It will come to the floor of council. You will have an opportunity to debate it.
Time is against us. My colleague has a question. Maybe after when you answer, then we can just say.
Thank you so much, Town Clerk. We've had concerns being raised from both sides. We've heard from you. The issue here is the investment that has been put to facilitate the beautification of the city. We're not just looking at Mayor's Garden as per se right now, because the project runs across the city. We've seen, or you've said it, that about 2.5 to 3 billion have been invested to see that the Lira city is
going to be invested.
Okay, it's going to be invested to see that the city is beautified. I have 2 or 3 questions for you, very short, to respond to. Number one, looking at the value of the money, how will this beautification benefit? Let's talk about Lira city, or even the Tipa stage. How will this benefit the local person who is down there? And then, what next? What happens to the other project that were supposed to be used, or that the youth mid money was supposed to be invested on? What next? What hope will you leave to the people of Lira City regarding the roads that have gone, I would want to say that are very, very bad, that are impassable in some places, as per se right now?
Maram or Tamak? You see, development has not stopped today. Neither did it stop yesterday. We are continuing to work. But we are saying at this particular time, this is what we are doing. Your question was, how does a common person benefit from these projects? Let me start with Tipa stage. If Tipa stage is made, it will have 2 components. One component will be a big parking yard. Assuming we have 200 trailers parking every night and day at Tipa stage. These people use water. These people eat. These people have a social life. These people use many things. So when they come to Tipa stage and maybe have a sleepover, won't the common person sell chapati, sell chips, sell themselves, sell whatever they need? Actually, that Tipa stage is meant for the common person. I am not likely to be a vendor at Tipa stage, but I know the common person who are going to make very big business when the tipper stage is made.
Okay.
What about gardens? Who are the people that use the gardens? It is the public. All of us have been going to crusades, have been going to ceremonies, parties, public meetings. Those meetings are not for the very big. They are for ordinary people. Two, those gardens, when they are beautiful gardens. No, but I'm
answering the question from a colleague.
For example, whenever there is a crusade, there is no toilet in that place. All those people, if they are rich, they come with plastic toilets. Majority of cases, they don't come with them. They all go to our offices and sit on our toilets. You can imagine the pressure, the breakage, the cleaning, all that. So how we read, these offices of the public are not mine for me to sit and enjoy. They belong to the people of Lira. When we secure these investments, when we secure this land, does it belong to me? It belongs to the people of Lira. When it is grabbed, who loses? It is the people of Lira. So there is no project that is not for the common person's interest.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. What happens to the other projects that are on alt? The project that were supposed to be used, the money for the use mid was supposed to be used for. What happens to those projects?
They are ongoing. You know, Coronation Park is ongoing. You know, Children's Park is ongoing. Orwa Road is ongoing. They are about to bring lights. Maybe in 2 weeks' time, they are going to install lights. They are ongoing. So they are going to be completed, and we add on.
Okay.
Those that are not completed, we wait for the next phase.
Thank you for your time, Bwana Town Clerk. I think that's your last word. We are left with 4 minutes. Sarah, give you 1 minute. Speaker, 1 minute. Then I give 1 minute to at least Robert to say something. Time is on our neck.
Oh, thank you so much, Apoyo Attack Bobson. Anna Tikede Kopachel Kaken, but Town Clerk. Honestly, let's serve our people. We don't have any interest in those projects. But our interest is for the Wananchi, and because we represent them. And when you hear me talking, does not mean I'm talking my own. I speak their words.
Okay.
And they were not consulted. That one is an open space. They were not consulted on everything, and that is also their concern. I've already raised concerns on issues of accountability to all the government agencies. Yes, I am alone. I cannot carry all the burdens, but I want these other government agencies to take it up. The IGG, the anti-corruption, and even we are working with the office of the ONC, Office of the President. I am sure they will be here. So I'm to tell Robert, come, Tieni, we shall fight this battle to the dot. If it is corruption, it is corruption. If we fail, then we shall ask God to intervene. Thank you.
Speaker, 1 minute, dakika wa. Chawa when news not here.
Oh, anatamoni. Ame lokadonka for only 1 minute. Mena Machiel. Audit report. Tiu me okokana lero. Ni jami ducha meti merelira City Council. Peti ye wo pereke de chik. O kado atiu chora ikom audit report ame obinu. Lira City in financial year 2022-2023 losing chende dodako billion a dek itonera boro. Ame man woti nyut tukanale ni chamo chana tia mo debt. Do atia kwa hiyo the supervising authority man under his worship Mr. Tulsam he has completely failed me supervising this technical team and atia kwa hiyo ni kado wentia no need tech. The only option is to resign. Then number 2, how has that one come? It looks like you're asking how this one comes.
No, about the resignation of the mayor.
This is a document.
It is a document.
Anyway,
it's a document
Speaker,
in progress.
You summarize because we don't have time. We have 1 minute left. I want also Robert to say what.
Everything about him, I met you can politicians are the supervising authority. That is why I am calling for the resignation of Mr. Tulsam, because he has failed to supervise
the council,
the technical team.
Okay. Well, what about Robert? Robert, copy more modka kadere modka jo amora perach.
Apora tieho. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute.
No, we
You
cannot.
played the voice.
No. We have only 1 minute. We are going for news at 10. Just forgive me, please. I'm very sorry.
I think if leaders are to resign, then the Speaker City West should be the first to resign, because we all know what is happening in City West Council. So if leaders are to resign, I think they want
issues.
Okay,
Robert, what I want to say is, this document is talking about the audit report. It's from Lira City.
Yes.
An audit is one of the departments of the City Council. And it is facilitated to do its work. So I am happy it's referring to an audit report of Lira City. Why is audit done? I think it's to correct mistakes which are being done. The reason why
every time you're committing mistakes. 3.8 billion in financial year 2023.
If the audit was not facilitated to do its work.
You actually even failed to facilitate it right now. The audit report for this financial year is supposed to come out, but you've refused.
Robert, your last word? I'd say. You just say your last word.
I want to request my honorable members that they should stop being crying babies. Okay. They have all the documents. Honorable Sari is saying she has gone to all the government entities. Now you have taken the matter to them. Let them do their work now.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
We don't have time.
You did good. You have gone to those anti-corruption units. Let them do their work now.
Poi mate Robert. Poi twal. Where ya moods chawang went.
The time check on 90.
Of news in English and fast the headlines. MPs threatened to boycott Museveni events over COVID tests. Tanzania floods and landslides kill more than 150. Uganda's women badminton team shifts focus to Uber Cup in China. These and many more coming your way in details. My name is Ambrose Angura. A Molatar District Council meeting has dropped Reverend Canon Dr. Jackie Milton Otolima in favor of Pascal Abeja, a member of the District Service Commission. This follows the guidance received from the Solicitor General in the letter dated 15th January 2024, interpreting Section 54 of 2 of the Local Government Act as amended, indicating that a properly constituted District Service Commission must have 2 women out of the 5 members. The district's chairperson, Geoffrey Ochenkering, in his communication, told council that there are 3 people among the chairperson of the commission, Mr. Alani Peter, Grace Ebong, representative of the women, and Joe Peter Alunga, representing people with disabilities, and Urban and tasked the council to decide between the 2 persons who to retain and who to eliminate. Maurice Sogwal Lomara, the male representative of Awelo, said it is not the fault made by the council, but claims the chairperson should have told the council since the amendment was made public in January before last council meeting. The representative of Opali Sub-County to the District Council of Amolatar said Julius Peter Obong is a better candidate for the position since Reverend Canon Dr. Jackie Milton Otolima has served as the member of the District Service Commission in Lira District and also Public Account Committee in Amolatar and should give opportunity for new faces. However, the district chairperson who moved the motion dodged the voting, saying the two are his people, and he has failed to remove the reason why he took the decision to the council. Ambrose Ochen, the male youth representative, demanded that the mover of the motion must vote. The matter went for voting, and Julius Peter took the lead with 14 against 3 votes for Otolima. Grace Aber, a female councillor for Namasale Town Council, and she says she lost her stamina when she tried to lobby, but no one could support her since all the male representatives in the greater Namasale were absent to push the fight. Moving on, a section of legislators have expressed their frustrations with taking COVID-19 tests before attending events presided over by President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. The legislators led by Kalungu West Member of Parliament Joseph Sewungu say most of them choose to stay away from events where Mr. Museveni is present to avoid enduring the swabs in their nostrils. The Kalungu West MP's complaint followed Speaker Anita Among's communication that President Museveni will grace the closure of the second session and opening of the 3rd session of the 11th Parliament in May and June. Sewungu and other legislators threatened to boycott the 2 events, the State of the Nation address and the national budget reading. But Speaker Among promised to hold talks with the Special Forces Command, the elite force offering security to the presidency, to end the practice of confiscating phones and iPads of MPs and also end compulsory COVID tests for members of parliament whenever they are meeting President Museveni. COVID-19 pandemic wreaked havoc in the world between 2020 and 2022. Although it is no longer a threat, Mr. Museveni wears a face mask whenever he is meeting people. You're listening to newscast coming your way from 94.3 QFM, located on plot 57 Oyam Road, opposite the playground of VH Public School, here in Lira City, East Division. And moving on, in our African stories this morning, at least 155 people have died in floods and landslides in Tanzania following heavy rains caused by El Nino. The Prime Minister Kassim Mahalia has warned that the rains might continue into May, urging families to leave flood-prone areas. About 200,000 people and more than 51,000 households were already affected by the disaster, he added. Heavy rains have also swept through neighboring Kenya and Burundi, causing a humanitarian crisis in the region. Giving a report to Tanzania's parliament on the situation in his country since January, Mr. Majaliwa said that in addition to the 155 people killed, 236 had been injured. And now in our world news, TikTok's Chinese parent company ByteDance says it has no intention of selling business after the U.S. passed a law to force it to sell the hugely popular video app to be banned in America. Early this week, TikTok said it would challenge in court the unconstitutional law. The statement from ByteDance came after media reports that it was exploring options to sell TikTok without the algorithm that powers it. And now bringing you up to speed with what is in the world of sports. Uganda will be making maiden appearance at the 2024 Thomas and Uber Cup, slated for April 28th to May 5th in Chengdu, China. The Uganda team is placed in Group C together with Japan, Indonesia, and Hong Kong, China. Simon Mugabe, the Chief Executive Officer of the Uganda Badminton Association, UBL, said before he traveled to China on Tuesday night that the team is motivated to impress in Chengdu. Gladys Mbabazi, Fadila Shamika, and Tracy Naluwoza are the other players who will make up Uganda's team. It will be Uganda's first time to appear in the Uber Cup after South Africa, who had initially qualified for the African continent, withdrew. And now to end this broadcast, once again, a recap of what we had in our top stories. Members of Parliament threatened to boycott Museveni events over COVID tests. Tanzania floods and landslides kill more than 150. And finally, Uganda's women badminton team shifts focus to Uber Cup in China. 10 minutes gone into the hour of 10 a.m. this morning. With this, we now come to the end of this bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. It's been me, Ambrose Angura, with the news. Remember that this Sunday we are giving you a walking tractor, courtesy of the Lakalid radio game. A lucky winner will walk away with the tractor to plow more land and gain more money and improve the economy. And then on the 26th of May, we are also going to give out another one walking tractor. And it should come down to you because you should be the lucky winner. Then the grandest stages of all them will be in July 6th. On July 6th, when we have our biggest event as we celebrate our 12th anniversary as Radio QFM. It is simple. This is all you need to do. Pick your phone, make sure you have mobile money. The more times you engage, the more times you press, the more times you join the draw, the more chances you create for yourself to be a lucky winner. You can win money every day, Monday to Friday, when we have news at 9 p.m. with Opiodorin, and you can win money each time Innocent and Brazilian do the leg to who. When they come for the sports arena, you are assured of winning money. So this is what you can do. Dial *238 *1 *5 #. Enter your mobile money pin, and then you can join the draw. I say this again. *238 *1 *5 #. Enter your mobile money pin. Then you're all the way to winning money, winning a walking tractor, and winning a brand new vehicle on the 6th of July. From me to you, it's a good morning.
It, pack it, share it. The 4G WakaNet MiFi. Pocket it, use it, enjoy it. Visit any MTN service center or Banana Phone World outlets. Get it at 75k. The MTN 4G Pocket MiFi is it.
Rich. The Queen Cobra, the password of the money, the original spare parts, the 11th commandment, the question and the answer.
Bosses, I know you want money, but I'm also broke.
Ah, no. Money is not an object. These days, Momo sorts me out anytime. In fact, my sister, let me also sort you out.
Really?
I've just sent you instructions on how to get a loan on Momo. I'm here for you. Can I borrow some chips?
When you need a loan, you've got MTN Momo. We're so tingy. Use the Momo app or dial *165*5# for all quick loans. Choose from the different loan options from our partners and get one that works for you. Together, we're unstoppable.